Okay, so for our third page of the review packet, these two questions are actually just asking you where the error occurs. So on this side, I'm just showing you how someone solved this problem. So they were given this expression, and then this was their work that they showed, and you're trying to find where the error is. So what I would do is just go through step by step and see how maybe you would do it. So if we take a look at this problem, there's the 3's on the outside, so we know we're going to have to use power to power. And there's 2 x's and 2 y's, so we know we're going to have to use the product rule as well. So for this problem, the first thing that you're going to do is distribute these 3's in. So if we distribute these 3's in, we get 3 to the third, x to the third, y to the third, and we get 5 to the third, x to the 12th, y to the 15th. So that looks like a pretty good step. All we did was distribute these exponents into all of the bases by the power to power rule. So you don't have to do this on your review, but just to show you that's what happened from here to here. So the next thing that you see the difference is instead of 3 cubed, they wrote 9. And instead of 5 cubed, they wrote 15. But everything else is copied down. So this is actually where the error occurs in step 2. And the reason for that is because we actually know that 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3. So if you were to put 3 times 3 times 3 in your calculator, you would actually get 27. So same thing with 5 cubed. If we have 5 cubed, that actually equals 5 times 5 times 5. So the answer to that would actually be 125. So what I would write for this question is that, let me put a text box. The error occurs in step 2 because 3 cubed actually equals 27, and 5 cubed actually equals 125. So you can elaborate on that a little bit, but again, that's the big idea, is that instead of 9 and 15, this should be 27 and 125. Okay, so if we take a look at number 17, same sort of problem. We have now 2 v's, 2 u's, and we have an exponent on the outside, so we know we're going to have to use both of those rules. So the first thing you do in this problem is we want to simplify the inside of the parentheses. So you start by doing 6 times 2, which we get 12, which is correct. And then we go ahead and combine our v's. So notice how there's 2 v's in the parentheses, so this is the product rule. So we're going to keep our base, but we're supposed to add our exponents. So when you add 3 and you add 5, you should get 8. But notice how they had 15. And then when you add the 1 on the u and the 4 on the u, you should get 5. But notice how they have 4. So the mistake here actually occurs in step 2, because instead of adding their exponents, they multiplied them. So the answer to this question would be that the error occurs in step 1 because instead of adding the exponents, they multiplied them. But then if you follow the rest of the work, they actually do the rest of this correctly. So it's the wrong answer, but step 1 is the only one with the error. So again, a little bit more challenging problems from 16 and 17, but they're asking you to kind of follow the work and see where a mistake is made and explain why. But that's the review packet in full. So make sure that if you got them wrong, you fix your answers. And it would be a good idea if you got them wrong to maybe try them again on a blank piece of paper and check your answers again to see that you're getting it. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me.